People Problem by Kevin Kwan. Bettina Ortiz y Mena, a former Miss Valenzuela and Miss Universe runner-up. Bettina Ortiz y Mena was not accustomed to waiting. She is now a wife of Miami auto parts tycoon, Herman Ortiz y Mena. At every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence, she was always greeted with reverence and whisked to the exact table she desired. Today, she wanted the corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Island. She wanted to sit on one of the comfy orange chairs and stare out at the gently laughing turquoise waters while eating her cauliflower Caesar salad. But there was a large noisy group of people taking up the entire terrace, and they didn't seem in much hurry to leave. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists happily savoring their lunch in the sun.
Look how tacky they were.
The women overly tanned, wrinkled and saggy, none of them properly lifted their buttocks. And the men were even worse, all dressed in rumpled shirts and shorts, wearing hose-chip straw hats.
Why did such people have to come here?
Feeling that she had been patient long enough, Bettina stormed into the kitchen. The fringe on her crocheted Pucci kaftan top shaking furiously as she made a beeline for the woman with a shock of pixie-cut blondie hair manning the main stove.
Julie, honey, what's the dialio? I've waited more than 15 minutes for my table. Sorry, Bettina. It's been one of those days. A party of 12 on the terrace showed up first just before you did. But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let those tourists take up all the space? Well, the torso in red fishing coat is the Duke of Glencora. His Spartacus boated from Windermere. That's his real highswind. You see, moored up the coast. Isn't it the most handsome sailboat you've ever seen? I'm not impressed by big boats.
Bettina huffled, although secretly she was rather impressed by people with big titles. From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party assembled on the terrace with new eyes. These aristo-British types were such a strange breed.
Sure, they had their Savile Row suits and their heirloom terrace. But when they traveled, they looked so painfully Trumpy.
It was only then that Bettina noticed three tan, well-built men in fitted white t-shirts and black Kevlar pants sitting at the adjacent table. The guys weren't eating, but sat watchfully, sipping glasses.
I assume that's the Duke's security detail. They couldn't be more obvious. Don't they know that we are all billionaires here on Brelan? And this isn't how we roll. Actually, those bodyguards belong to the Duke's special guest. They did the whole sweep of the restaurant before the party arrived. They even searched my wop and freezer. See the Chinese fellow seated at the end of the table?
Bettina squinted at the poorly balding 70-something Asian man dressed in a nondescript white short-sleeve golf shirt and gray trouser.
Oh, I didn't even notice him. Am I supposed to know who he... That's Alfred Chang. He looks like their chauffeur. Doesn't he look like that guy that used to drive Jane Wayman around in Falcon Crest? From what I hear, the chauffeur is the most powerful man in Asia. What's his name again? His name is Alfred Chang.